Hi everyone. I'm going to be making this Hungarian fried bread here. I believe it's pronounced lángos. And with this bread, you can have it either sweet or savory. So if you want to have a savory bread, you might top it with maybe some fresh garlic or cheese. But if you want to have it sweet, you could top it with like a sugar cinnamon mixture. Let me show you a few different varieties of how this bread is served. Looks really good. This looks like it's topped with like butter, cinnamon, and sugar, and that one looks really, really good. Here's one topped with, looks like powdered sugar, also looks really good. This one looks really, really good. I'm not sure what the white is, but it looks like it's topped with cheese, and that might be sour cream or something like that. But let's get started. The only thing you're going to need to make this bread is flour, sugar, yeast, milk, salt, and sugar. And that's all you're going to need. And it's a very simple recipe. You're also going to need some oil for frying. So I love to try things that I've never made before. So let's see how mine turns out. Okay, I have everything that I need here. I have 2.5 cups of flour. I have a cup of milk that I'm going to warm up just a little bit. I have some sugar, salt, and some fast rising yeast. And I'm going to get this all mixed up and combined. All you have to do with the fast rising yeast is just go ahead and add it to the flour. You don't have to put it in warm water or proof it or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all my ingredients combined. Okay, I have my 2.5 cups of flour. I have my 1 pack of fast rising yeast. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. Now I'm going to add my warm milk and I'm going to get this all mixed up and show you what the dough is supposed to look like. Show you what the dough should look like. So it should look like this. If you have to add a little bit more flour to get it to be not so sticky, go ahead and do that. And if it has too much flour and you need to add a little bit more milk, just add a little bit at a time. But this is perfect, so this is what it should look like. Not too sticky, and you should be able to knead it without it sticking all to your hands. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this in a bowl and get it covered and let it sit for about a half hour to 45 minutes, and I'll let you see what that looks like. Okay, and this is what it looks like. I have it in an oiled bowl, and I'm going to get this covered and let it sit and rise for about a half hour or 45 minutes. So I had the bread covered in a warm place, and I believe it's been about an hour, so I'll let you see what it looks like now. So it has pretty much doubled in size, as you can see. So now we're going to separate this into 6 separate pieces, and this is going to make 6 pieces of bread. Okay, now I have my dough separated into 6 pretty much even pieces, as you can see right here, and I have my oil heating up. I really wouldn't use any less than this. You can use a little more if you want to, but this would definitely work, maybe just like a 1/2 inch of oil. So I have that heating up, and I'm going to flatten out my first piece of dough and show you what it's supposed to look like. And just flattening it out, and I'll show you. It's not supposed to be very, very thin. So it's supposed to be maybe a 1/4 inch because you want it to be puffy. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the edges like maybe a little bit thicker. And so don't worry about getting it very, very thin because you want it to be kind of thick and puffy. So I have it like that. So this is what it looks like. And you can even, stretch it a little bit with your hands to get it maybe a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to drop it in the oil, and I'll show you what that looks like. And now I think it's ready to be flipped. So that's what the first one looks like. And I'm only cooking it for just a few minutes. This is just my test one. So I'm cooking it like a few minutes on each side. So we'll see how this one turns out, and then we'll put another one in. Okay, I think my first one is ready to come out, and so this is what it looks like. So that's what that one looks like. And now we're going to put another one in. That first one was so puffy. I am going to try to make this one a little bit thinner and maybe a little bit bigger to see how this turns out, because it puffed up a lot. So let's put this one in. So this is the second one. Can you see they're already starting to puff? Bubbles forming, it's getting puffy. And this is the second one. They're really, really light and really, really crunchy on the outside. And in the video that I was watching, she said you can make all kinds of designs on it. So I decided just to make some random designs and see what that turns out like. Now I have the last one in the pan. They're all turning out really great. What I think that I'm going to do is I'm going to just grate a little bit of fresh garlic and some real butter and try them like that. Okay, and here they are. They all turned out really good. They look amazing. So now I'm going to melt a little bit of butter and grate a little bit of garlic and see how they taste. Okay, this was really, really good. So what I did is while it was hot, I just rubbed some fresh garlic right on the bread, then just melted a little bit of butter. So it turned out great. I knew it'd be good, but this tastes really, really good. The best way I can describe it is like maybe the best pizza crust that you've ever had. Kind of like where the pizza crust is better than the pizza. So that's kind of what it tastes like. Just really good texture. Very simple, easy recipe. So I try to make a new recipe, something that I've never tried before, like usually once a week, every Sunday. So if you're new to my channel, please like this video and subscribe for more recipes, and I make all kinds of random videos. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and leave me a comment. Thanks. Bye.